Imagine being completely alone for 12 years. Not a weekend in the mountains. Not a retreat with Wi-Fi and tea breaks. But 12 years in a stone cave, 13,000 feet above sea level, surrounded by 3 meters of snow, cut off from all human contact. Temperatures plunging to minus 40 degrees. No heating. No central fire. Only silence, darkness, and the sound of your own breath. Most of us feel restless if we spend 10 minutes without our phone. But what happens when solitude isn't a choice for a moment, but the path you choose for more than a decade? What if isolation isn't emptiness, but a furnace? A crucible where either you collapse or you awaken? Her name is Tenzin Palmo, an English woman who, against every expectation, became one of the most respected Tibetan Buddhist yoginis of modern times. She left behind the noise of society and entered a Himalayan cave, vowing not to return until she had touched the deepest truths of existence. There, she practiced Tummo, the secret meditation of inner fire, a method so powerful it allows the body to generate heat in sub-zero conditions. For 12 years, she lived with no company, no comfort, and no distraction. Her only companions were the snowstorms outside and the silence within. Most would call this madness. But for Tenzin Palmo, it was initiation. A training not only of the mind, but of the body, the heart, and the spirit. She emerged not frozen, not broken, but transformed. Today, science has begun to study what mystics like Tenzin Palmo practiced for centuries. Harvard researchers examined monks trained in Tummo and discovered that they could raise their body temperature by up to 17 degrees Celsius, simply through meditation. Wrapped in wet, ice-cold sheets, these monks could dry them in less than an hour, as steam rose from their bodies. This wasn't imagination. It was measurable, repeatable, undeniable. Neuroscientists now suggest that Tummo meditation rewires the nervous system, activating deep reservoirs of energy usually hidden from everyday life. It's not about escaping reality. It's about transforming physiology, mastering survival, and transcending the limits we take for granted. Think about it. If your mind can melt ice, what else can it melt? Fear? Conditioning? The illusion of limitation? Contrast this with the modern world. We live in constant noise. Our heating comes from machines. Our safety from systems we don't control. Our comfort is designed to make us forget that we even have an inner fire. The Matrix doesn't need to freeze us. It numbs us. It convinces us that survival, resilience, transcendence are outside of us, always bought, never born. But Tenzin Palmo proved otherwise. She didn't just meditate in solitude, she broke the illusion that we are fragile. She showed that silence is not emptiness, but a source. That solitude is not punishment, but a path. And that fire does not always come from wood or machines, but from within. There are many stories of mystics, but few as radical as this. Imagine her, wrapped in robes, meditating in a dark cave while blizzards shook the mountain outside. Each day, facing death, facing madness, facing herself. And yet she survived. Not by fighting the cold, but by transforming it. Not by resisting solitude, but by embracing it. When she finally left the cave, she did not emerge defeated. She emerged radiant. Her eyes carried the silence of mountains, her body the warmth of inner fire, her mind the vastness of space itself. She was no longer just a person. She was a living proof that transcendence is possible. The image of Tenzin Palmo is a paradox. A woman alone in snow embodying fire. A cave of silence filled with power. A human body transcending biology. Fire in ice. Light in darkness. Presence in solitude. It is a universal symbol that the deepest strength is born where no one else dares to go. That the truest warmth emerges not from comfort, but from courage. And that reality itself can be reshaped if you dare to face it alone. You may never live in a cave for 12 years, but you don't need to. Spend 10 minutes today in silence. Sit with your breath. Feel the warmth of your body, the fire already burning within. Learn to befriend solitude, even for a moment. Because solitude isn't emptiness. It's the space where you remember your own power. It's the pause where the fire can rise again. Tenzin Palmo's story is not just history. It's a mirror. A reminder that the human spirit carries more strength than we are ever told. The matrix will give you comfort. But comfort will never give you fire. So maybe the question is simple. When the cold arrives, not just in weather, but in life, will you collapse? Or will you ignite? Because the cave isn't just in the Himalayas. It's already here, and the fire is waiting. Welcome to Fragments of Reality.